The ego is thought to be a part of us that has simply forgot that we are not spirit, love, the divine, the universe. One of my favorite definitions of the ego is the mental habit of identifying with something you are. So every time we say, I am this bank account, I am a wife, I am a mother, I am this, I am that, it's become a mental habit of identifying with something that is concrete, right? Every time we identify with anything in the body, we're identifying in the ego. So if I identify with my hairdo, if I identify with this, I'm identifying with that. I'm actually feeding the thought system that says I'm separate from love. And the more I feed that thought system that's separate than love, the larger the ego gets. And it's not about making the ego wrong or making it right or making it bad, but we have to look at the ego thought system and recognize that it's just a thought system. And that thought system kills us, whether it be in relationships or in health. But the more we can start to identify those thoughts, the more freedom we have. So in this first video, we're going to talk a little bit about all the thought systems a lot of the thought systems we put into relationships. So even when somebody says to me, oh, Divi, you're such a good mom, there's a thought system that I'm identifying with. And trust me, the ego loves that one. I'm a good mom. Yay, go, good Divi, right? So the more we identify with these thought systems, the more I lose my power. Where is my power? My power is in the love of who I am. The power is in the divinity of the truth of the essence of my source. The truth of who I am is love. We've all heard that concept. But do you know how this concept of love, I'm not this body. I'm not this hairdo. I'm not this shirt. I'm not any of that. So in this first video, we're going to be talking about how do I divest from this idea that I am something of the world. So this is our homework this week, is to really go, what are my thoughts? The ego is simply the habit of identifying with thoughts who define who we are. And ever since you came onto this planet, we've all been doing it. I have, and so have you. And I want to ask ourselves, what is the thought that if I become this, then I'm better? So if I become $1 million author, if I become this, then I'm that. Do you see how the ego is doing this? The ego pulls away our power. Our power is in the non-physical. Our power is in the essence of love. Our power is in the truth of who we are. And then that power of the truth of who we are is what actually creates and manifests and does amazing things in the world. But when we forget that we're that power, we identify with these small little versions of who we think we are, that's where our pain lies. But we can open it up of, oh no, the truth of I am is love. The truth I am is the infinite creator. That's a million miles away when even I give a little bit of a twinge of, I'm a good mother, or I'm a good wife, or I'm a good worker, or I'm a good coach, because I'm giving the ego, the false identity of who I think I am, power over me. So homework that I want us to play with this week is simply, what is it that I've given identity to? It's a pattern of identifying who I think I am. I'm a mom, I'm a girl, I'm bad, I'm right, I'm a worker. So I want us to use those chat boxes below to share, where do I do that? And it's even with good things like that, quote unquote good, or even bad things. I'm a cheater, I'm a liar, I'm a deceit, I'm this, I'm that. The ego loves all that shit. It loves the good ones and loves the icky ones. You're a bad person, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, you're a terrible healer. Oh, you're great, look at what you did. Oh, look. No matter what, you're screwed. So again, this week is simply, the ego is the mental pattern of identifying. And we're gonna break that away. So use the chat box, share what you identify yourself as. What does the ego do to you? Good, bad, ugly. And we'll just pop in from there and we'll keep digging in deeper. Sending you so much love.